And his mother's put him in the air. Come on, hey yo, it's dedicated to the winners and the losers. It's dedicated to all Jeeps and cruisers. It's dedicated.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Mr. Kevin Drew. Kevin, how are we doing, sir?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for making the time. I know you're a busy guy right now, man.
Festival busy. It's a different kind of busy.
Yeah, it's good busy.
Festy biz, as we say.
Festy biz, cool. So we were kind of saying, you know, I think the first Pitchfork I was here, I got to see you guys.
Yeah,
that was, Jesus, what, 6 years ago? 5 years
Five.
ago?
The
5 years
Intonation
ago.
Festival.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, do you get kind of a special feeling being back for Pitchfork? Is it always, you know?
I just get a special feeling when I'm in Chicago because of the, you know, making the record here over the last, you know, throughout 2009, did 4 seasons in this city. So
yeah.
Had the winter, spring, summer, and fall feeling. Right. So it does feel kind of right now, since that's so close to me, it feels kind of like being back home in a way.
Right on.
And you know, we've done Lollapaloozas here over the past, which has been really amazing for us.
Yeah.
So to come back and just do Pitchfork this year to see this vibe, it's great. I love it.
It's always a good vibe here.
Yeah, it's that homegrown kind of nice vibe. I love it.
Exactly. So, you know, it's hard to believe it's been, you know, well, 4 years, about 4.5 years since the last official BSS record, or, you know, release. Yeah. I don't know, was the time off, I don't know, was it spiritually rejuvenating? Was it creatively rejuvenating?
Not
Just
at
kind of
all.
taking a break?
Not at all.
I mean, you released your, you know, solo record.
I put out
BSS
Spirited. A lot of people put out a lot of records. It was very creative for a lot of people. Like,
yeah.
It makes a thing. 2 records, you know what I'm saying? 2 phenomenal records. One of my favorite bands, Charlie's other band. Whitey did 2 Apostle records during that time.
Sure.
Canning and I put out some solo records. Justin very much part of those, very much, you know, our guy beside us. And you know, it was a break where we needed to take it because the communication was failing and things were kind of, we exhausted ourselves. And it's a tough but wonderful lifestyle. But if you don't keep on top of it, you do find yourself kind of run down and worn down. So I think we just needed to kind of figure it out. And there are a lot of personal things going around that we needed to get a grip on. And so there's nothing better than coming back with absolute peace and an absolute focus with a group of people ready to go.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm grateful.
So it wasn't, I don't want to call it the...
But 2005, 6, and 7 were the worst years. So. But a lot of great things were happening too. It's funny how life can, you know, can be the juxtaposition.
Right. I guess, you know, is there sort of a weight on you being, you know, sort of the BSS sort of, you know, ringleader guy?
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
I do. Every day I do. But the great thing is that these guys, you know, we all sort of found our positions. So it's just good to know that now. Whereas, you know, when you're starting out, you're trying to figure out who's doing what.
Yeah.
We all know what we bring to the table, and we all know what we do for each other and what we do for the music. I try to do the best I can. I've got my hands in the label a lot. I got my dad helping with the biz. Brendan, you know, he's got his lady there. We all have our ladies that we all try to keep it within the family, get all the opinions. It's quite difficult, but like I said, if you keep the communication up, if you keep chatting, you know, and shake things off. Yeah. You know, you don't take things so personal. It's a lot of, you know, snapping because you're worn out, you're tired, and you're on the road.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are warriors, obviously.
Yeah, we are road warriors right now. And you know, all you want to do is try to keep your families and friends close, but they don't really understand the lifestyle and what it's like out there. It's not that fun. And the shows are amazing, but the in-between is what the challenge is. It's trying to stay healthy. It's trying not to drink 17 beers a day. And it's my first one.
I can attest to that.
Getting over a cold.
Right.
Just a tiny one. Could have been emotional. But we're a good crew, and we got good people. And we have a great support system around us.
Awesome.
We have a great label that knows us inside and out. They know when we're being babies, and they know when we're really trying to get our points across. Cool. It's what you do. It's, you know, we try not to, you know, let this be our lives, but we try to very much incorporate our lives together with this.
For sure.
And when you're on the road all the time, health is an extreme factor, and it's very challenging.
Yeah.
To not eat crap and find yourself drinking to just take away a bit of that tension because you're constantly have people like this.
On your face.
Here we go.
So are you kind of a health nut, or are you sort of a
No,
vegan guy,
but
or-
no,
Yeah.
not at all. But I know that I've aged quite rapidly. You know, a lot of the travel.
I see a little salt and pepper going on.
Yeah, there's grays coming in. My hair's thinning on the top. It's really something that puzzles you when you see the overhead shots of you.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I watched someone send me something on YouTube. I was singing The Wagon with Dinosaur Jr.
yeah.
at South by Southwest.
Get
Lovely
on
moment. But I was like, is the light shining
Hammer.
on my head? Is the light on my head, or is that what's going on? I'm thinning there. Getting older.
That's good things. That's good things.
You can't fight age. If you do, you're gonna lose.
Exactly, man. So tell me about coming to John McIntyre. Did you have a short list of guys you wanted to work with?
No, that was it.
That was it, huh?
We said, let's do it with Mac. We did a little, we felt each other out for a while. We did a little recording session when we were here playing at the Vic. We had a day off. 2008. We had a lovely day with him. We kept in touch. May 2009, we walked in the studio. January 2010, we walked out of the studio, and we were very much, at that point, we were together, we joined forces.
Yeah.
He was a massive part of this album, and he brought a lot of passion to it, and it was very much a really beautiful, just very gently, we just did it together, slowly and surely.
So that's good. You wouldn't feel like, oh, we gotta, get this shit out. How was the songwriting? Was it different than other
It was
records?
different because we were really conscious of each other, so we really tried to write around each other. We always, you dump everything on top of you, you're all going at once. So we really decided to melodically maneuver around each other so everyone sort of had a moment where something was coming through. And, these guys are a whole bunch of melody addicts. I say that a lot in interviews.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that went down. And I don't know. I'm just happy to be here.
Awesome, man. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. I'm curious, what's the perfect 24 hours in your life? If you could do anything, what makes you happy?
The thing I love the most of when you don't sleep is when you naturally don't sleep, but you find so much rest within that. I love hanging out more than I love doing anything. I think with the right environment and the right people, the right setting, my perfect 24 hours would be lovely food, lovely drinks, lovely trees, lovely walks, and
Lovely.
maybe a little kiss, a little makeout session.
Okay.
You don't need the full,
Just a little something sweet.
just a little corner of the mouth. I'm a little obsessed with the corner of the mouth.
All right.
But I don't, I stayed up all night in Hamburg. I didn't drink or anything. I found myself off the bus in a hotel one night, and the next day, I just said, I'm going to get up. I guess I didn't sleep. And I went in, and it was a day off. I had the most relaxing day ever. And I actually ended up even at a little beach restaurant right beside all the shipping yards. So I'm in Hamburg, Germany on the sand. And the Germany versus Spain game was coming up that night,
right
which,
on.
the day didn't end so well for the people of Hamburg. But
Yeah.
I had a
Good
lovely
time to be there, though, yeah.
Drinking Prosecco. Sometimes if you start your day with Prosecco,
It can go sort of.
it just makes things just go kind of like you've got a bathtub around you the whole time you're walking around. Now,
Right.
talked about health earlier.
A nice, warm, pleasant feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome, Kevin. Well, hey, man, I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having
Kick
me
ass
on.
tonight, man.
Thank you. We will.